What would you do if you woke up on a crowded airplane, only to find a stranger's hand inside your clothes? No escape, no safe exit, trapped in the sky, thousands of feet above the ground. This is the true story of Kelly, a 24-year-old passenger who thought she was flying home safely from Africa, but instead became the victim of one of the most scandalous in-flight assaults in recent aviation history. This shocking case rocked the aviation world and exposed a scandalous loophole in the UK justice system that no one is talking about. In this video, we're diving deep into the horrifying true story of a 24-year-old passenger who was sexually assaulted mid-air on a Qatar Airways flight, and why, even after her attacker was jailed, she was denied the justice she desperately needed. Stay with me till the end, because what you're about to hear will change the way you think about safety on planes forever. September 2023. Going back to home from Africa trip, Kelly, not her real name, boards a Qatar Airways flight from Doha to London Gatwick. Exhausted from days of traveling, she dozes off with her blanket, her headphones, and a movie playing quietly on the screen. But just 2 hours before landing, her nightmare begins. A 66-year-old man sitting next to her quietly covers her with another blanket, and then forces his hand inside her trousers and approached to panty. He showed her his hard private part and forced her to touch it. Terrified, Kelly pushes him away, grabs her belongings, leaving behind her shoes, and runs to the aircraft bathroom to alert the crew. Upon landing, police arrest the man. In court, he's sentenced to 6.5 years in prison. Justice served. Not quite. Because for Kelly, the trauma didn't end there. When Kelly applied for compensation through the UK's Criminal Injuries Compensation Scheme, a system designed to help victims of violent crime, her application was shockingly denied. Why? Because the assault happened on a Qatar-registered aircraft, not a British one. In other words, the law says, if you're sexually assaulted on a UK plane, you qualify. But if the very same crime happens on a foreign airline flying into Britain, you don't. The attacker faces prison, but the victim is left with nothing. Think about it. The same flight route, the same destination, the same violent crime. But your right to justice depends on the logo painted on the side of the plane. Doesn't that sound insane? Kelly is now fighting to change this outdated law. Her lawyers argue that survivors of sexual assault, no matter where the plane is registered, deserve equal access to justice and compensation. But here's the bigger question. How many other victims are silently suffering because of this loophole? And how many of us, boarding a plane tomorrow, could be next? What do you think? Should the law be changed immediately to protect all passengers? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.
And if you found this story as disturbing and eye-opening as I did, don't leave just yet. Check out my next video, where we uncover more shocking truths about what really happens in the skies. Trust me, you don't want to miss it.